Just in. Myrta Romanos Preciado being booked into jail after she was seen on surveillance camera, participating in the demise of a teenage mother-to-be, her unborn baby, and her baby's father.
This video contains discussions about true crime, which may include topics such as violence, assault, and other distressing incidents. Viewer discretion is advised. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health or has been affected by any of the subjects discussed, please consider seeking help and support from a mental health professional or a trusted individual. We thank you for tuning into Verdict Vantage. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell for more content.
As we observed during earlier footage, when Myrta was being walked out to the police car via police escort, Myrta is continuing to maintain a very stoic posture, remaining tight-lipped. Myrta is booked on a $1.1 million bond, being charged as follows. 1 count, abuse of corpse. 1 count, tamper evidence/intent impair. 1 count, alter, destroy, conceal human corpse. Myrta had an arraignment after her arrest, where we can see she is still wearing her infamous Ozzy Osbourne shirt and Christmas-themed pajama pants. So, who is Myrta anyways? Of course, we know she is charged in relation to the crimes mentioned, but what else do we know about Myrta Romanos Preciado? Thanks to our fellow YouTubers also covering this story, we have uncovered quite a bit so far. Be sure to tune into our daily breaking news stories on this case, to stay updated on this story. Where shall we begin? Well, when it comes to Myrta, we, here at Verdict Vantage, were first tipped off by members of Facebook. Once authorities were able to identify Christopher and Ramon Preciado as the suspects in the released surveillance footage, the public went wild trying to figure out who threw the towel. And that is when San Antonio locals began speaking out. Then, Verdict ran across more information on who we suspected could have been the missing third link. Myrta Romanos. If you have been tuning into our daily breaking news stories, then you may be familiar with this information already. However, for our new viewers, let's take a look back into some of what we have already uncovered. While news reports describe this incident simply as a drug deal gone wrong, the public continues to speculate and uncover more information that paints a much bigger, more complicated picture. Since news of this story broke on the last week of December, the public has seemed to have been well informed of the details from local law enforcement. But as more time passes and more speculation swirls, the public is beginning to wonder if the key details to uncovering the truth to this crime can be found in what is not being said by officials, as opposed to what is. For example, JLR Investigates, an investigative journalist on YouTube, uncovered key information from public records that is very insightful. Here, we can see a screenshot of a 911 call log retrieved from local officials, Bayou Freedom of Information. Let's listen to JLR as he investigates.
2012. They responded to the house on 3/3/2012 at 7:56. I'm assuming that is AM, PM. Injured, sick person. And then the same day, injured, sick person, and then we have a DOA. So that makes me believe that on the date of 3/3/2012, someone died out of that house. Someone died out of the house there. Now, what could that be? Why would somebody die in that house? What happened here? Is it a drug overdose? Medical emergency? Someone died out of that house. And if that's a history of drugs, it could probably provide some insight about this particular case here. If someone died out of that house before, where authorities had to respond, injured or sick person, was it a drug overdose? Was it just a medical emergency? Who was it? Who died out of that home? So now we have to get some information about who died out of the home. Could it be someone else that bought drugs from the home? An innocent person that went to that home and bought drugs? Or could it be a family member that just had a medical emergency? Or could it be someone in that house that just died of natural causes? But it says injured or sick person. So what do you think? What do you think happened there at that home in 2012?
According to records uncovered, we see there have been many instances in which the police department has responded to calls out to this home. The same home police were able to locate Ramon and Christopher, in connection to the murders of Savanah, Matthew, and unborn baby, Fabian. These instances range from disturbance calls, to burglary alarm calls, and even an instance where police arrived to someone at the home reported as DOA, dead on arrival.
Burglary alarm. 10/20/2012. There was a burglary alarm incident at that home. Don't know what the burglary alarm is. Someone breaking in? Misunderstanding? They set their own burglary alarm off? 2013, a year later, another burglary alarm went off at that home. 4/4/13. Then, in 2017, we got disturbance loud music. We got a disturbance call out of that home of loud music. What's going on there? Who's playing loud music? Is it the Preciados? Is it a visitor? Is it someone outside their home? And that happened on 2/8/2017. 2/8/2017, disturbance loud music. 2018, we have miscellaneous. Doesn't explain. Don't know what miscellaneous means. It happened at 12/4/2018. So the 4th of December 2018, a miscellaneous call there. Look at this. Look at this, folks. 2018, narcotics laws. Narcotics laws. What in the world is going on here at narcotics in the house at 12/8/2018? So someone is doing narcotics there. Illegal narcotics already out of the house in 18. Oh, if that's true, deja vu, right?
This is where the questions have really started raising speculation and concern amongst the public. As JLR brings to question, who could these narcotics have been in relation to? Let's continue observing the bigger picture here.
Deja vu is now 2018. Let's reverse that. How long ago is 2018 from now? 6 years ago. 5 years since it happened in December. 5 years. 2018. Well, how old was Christopher back in 2018? I don't think the narcotics thing had anything to do with Christopher, right? From back in that house.
What is your opinion in this situation? Do you agree with JLR when he raises speculation as to who the narcotics initially belonged to, inside of the home? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you for tuning in.
So, you have narcotics going out of that home, folks, in 2018. Look at this. In 2019, there was a welfare check at that home. A welfare check. 10/4/2019. What is going on with a welfare check? Is someone not in their right state of mind coming out of that home? Is there a visitor something's happening to a visitor? Is it Christopher? Is it Ramon? Is it Myrta? Is it someone else? Is it all of them? Look at this, 2023, disturbance loud music. So another disturbance loud music call, 4/1/2023. Earlier last year, more loud music. What is going on with the loud music going on at that home?
The speculation doesn't stop there, however. It appears to be only beginning. In the following clip, we will observe the host of Chronicle, a podcast channel on YouTube, and what he has uncovered in relation to Ramon Preciado.
As you see here, that in Ramon's past, shout out to Ashley for this, in Ramon's past, he had aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, February 17th, 1999. Now, I was always taught don't judge people by their past.
Ramon Preciado appears to have a record of assault with a deadly weapon. Let's continue to listen.
Criminal mischief, 1988. Now, you could have said that in 1999. Hey, 1988, this man changed. And he probably did, for the better. He started his own air conditioning unit company.
Yes, you heard that correctly. It appears Ramon is involved with a family business by the name of Almighty Air Conditioning and Heating. We will uncover more on his alleged business shortly.
But I noticed that the pattern between Ramon is he did something 1988, 1999, and then he acquired bail, released from jail. A bond was made, $50,000. So in my mind, I'm like, whoa, okay. Ramon could literally bail himself out. He makes money. He does. He makes money.
Verdict Vantage TV decided to take a look into the alleged business of Ramon Preciado, Almighty Air Conditioning and Heating, after noticing online speculation regarding the legitimacy of the business altogether.
And what blows my mind even more is that nobody's talking about this. If he makes money from his company and Christopher sells, in Telegram, he sells. You cannot tell me his father doesn't know as much as Matthew's father knows what he does. Matthew makes a lot of money. A whole lot of money. Christopher makes probably a lot of money too. He did flash all that money. Oh boy, did he flash all that money.
From what could easily be uncovered upon searching and locating the Facebook page of the alleged business, It appears there could be some weight to the speculation revolving around the legitimacy of Ramon's air conditioning business. Take a look, first, at the reviews of the business prior to the arrest of the alleged criminal. March 10, 2016. One customer says, "Almighty Air is awesome. They provided the highest quality service with a friendly and professional manner. I know who I'll be calling for all my air conditioning and heating needs. Almighty Air." March 22, 2015. A year prior, a customer left the following review. "Simple the best, very professional. This is the only company I will ever use. Their honest, clean, on time really made me feel comfortable." And, in May of 2014. "I feel that the Almighty Air guys were honest and fast when it came to their services. Couldn't be any happier. No pressure selling, just honest men. I normally don't write testimony, but a plus in my book." Jasper and Connie. As we can quickly observe, the business was receiving, on average, one review per year, on their Facebook account. Let's shift gears a bit, as we observe comments and reviews documented on the account, most recently. A post from December 24, 2023 at 4:40 p.m. reads, "From our almighty family, to yours, have an amazing Christmas and a wonderful New Year's." On December 1, 2023 we see another post. This looks to be an advertisement for air conditioning services, which we will see more of, as we scroll down on the Facebook feed. October 15, 2023, we see a status update that reads, "Warning. With the cold weather arriving, those with small children should verify that your carbon monoxide vent pipe and the burners on your gas furnace are secured and maintained by a licensed AC and heating company such as Almighty Air." This post was an eyebrow raiser, to say the least, and left commenters in an outrage. Upon information and belief, though it has not been verified, one person left a review stating, "They suck at their work, inexperienced little children working on machines. My great-great-great-grandma could have completed the problem faster than them. They took off their shirts and poured Dr. Pepper all over themselves and started running around in a circle." Verdict Vantage, thanks you for tuning in. Your support means the world to our channel. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and hit the subscribe button to join our amazing community. Stay in the loop on future updates by ringing the notification bell. And if you found this valuable, sharing is caring. Thanks again for being here.
Where is the money? We got Savanah's phone. Where is Matthew's phone? Where's Matthew's chain? Where's Matthew's items? The only thing we found was the gun that is soon to be ballistic tested, corresponded to the shell casing in the car. But where are the items? Where's Matthew's phone? Where's Matthew's phone?
We are left to wonder. Where are the belongings of Matthew Guerra? Christopher was documented as stating on record, the feud between he and Guerra arose when Matthew approached him with a firearm, and he wrestled it away. However, as vividly stated by law enforcement, Christopher's story is inconsistent with evidence located at the scene. What's more, it has been widely speculated over the weekend that this was truly more than a drug deal gone wrong. In actuality, some would argue, this was a poorly set up robbery and Matthew and Savanah were in the wrong place, at the wrong time. What is your opinion? Let us know in the comments below. Now that we have gone back to review a bit of the bigger picture, let's dial in a bit and focus on Myrta Romanos. As we saw during Myrta's arrest, she was completely silent, and looked away from the cameras as much as she was able. Additionally, law enforcement described her as saying little to nothing in their interview with her, and, as the public observed, she was everything but forthcoming. Myrta's arrest comes exactly 7 days after the arrests of Christopher and Ramon. However, as we will continue to see uncovered, Myrta has a very shady past of her own.
So you're gonna have Myrta and Ramon drive to the location, and then they all drive back home together? I mean, you gotta have the most. What's in her heart? What is she thinking? You gotta be a dark, lost soul to do this to another human being. This is the worst. We're talking about a female that was pregnant. Obvious pregnancy. You gotta have some demons in your mind. Or was she controlled by Ramon? And Ramon's playing a game because he's like, oh yeah, come to Almighty Air Conditioning. We're the best people in the world. Remember that she committed fraud by lying on Yelp. She's already been in trouble for fraud in the past, for theft.
Whoa, 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 let's slow down and rewind a bit. First, Verdict would like to raise a bit of speculation regarding the sequence of events that took place on the night of the murders. In the video footage of Myrta being escorted to the police vehicle, we see a sight that looks awfully familiar, too. For example, the sight of what looked to be like someone wearing a ponytail, in the original surveillance footage released by law enforcement. While we are not inferring anything to be fact, as this is simply speculation, would it be far-fetched to raise questions surrounding the idea that Christopher Preciado was the person inside of the Kia at the time of the surveillance footage? As this is only speculation, it seems peculiar and odd that the weapon in question belonged to Myrta, and the ponytail in the arrest video looks eerily similar to that of the original video surveillance. Nevertheless, police did confirm in their latest press release, at the time of Myrta's arrest, that they have confirmed seeing Myrta and Ramon leaving their home to meet Christopher, as surveilled. What are your thoughts in regards to Myrta's ponytail, and the footage of the driver on the night the crime took place? Be sure to sound off in the comments. Now, let's take a quick look into the family business of Ramon Preciado. We dabbled into this topic a bit on a previous video regarding the case of Matthew Guerra and Savanah Soto. Let's go ahead and dig a bit deeper. You probably heard JLR Investigates make mention of Myrta's faulty online reviews, and here, we can see a host of fabricated reviews on the Almighty Air website. Additionally, we even get to learn more about the founder of the business himself. And it reads, as the owner of Almighty Air, I have been in the business for 24 years. This company has been a dream of my wife of 22 years and myself. Hold on, who is Ramon's wife of 22 years? According to the copyright of the website, it appears to have been published in 2013. Also, is there any record of Ramon specializing in heating and cooling, aside from this website? Let's keep reading. This is a family-oriented business that strives for success and works hard for you. We are a caring and understanding company that will go out of our way to make sure you are satisfied with the service we provide. Okay, let's take a break. We hate to be the bearers of bad news. But, family-oriented business, and caring and understanding company? Here, at Verdict, we would be interested in uncovering proof of licensure, and verification on the validity of this business. Let's keep going. And, spoiler alert, it gets worse. When doing work in your home, our outstanding team will treat your home with the utmost respect. Our guys will handle the work with kid gloves. They clean up after every job, wear shoe covers and have an attention to detail that is award-winning. Frankly, we have uncovered reviews online that speak to the contrary. Ramon goes on to state they never use chemicals or vapors, they are environmentally friendly. And we don't want you to be a customer, we want you to be family. Give us a call and join our Almighty Air family today. We service all makes and models. Ramon.
But Myrta has quite a history. On JLR Investigates, we talked about her criminal past in the 90s, theft. She's also been sued numerous times in the last few years for debts, unpaid debts. And also, the county has sued her for not paying taxes. But guess what, folks? There might be some more fraud going on with Myrta. Oh, Myrta. The home that this crime happened at, out front, or maybe even on the property, or maybe even inside the home, where Savanah and Matthew drove to during the late night hours of November or December 21st, right before midnight, right? December 21st, right before midnight. Their home is not in Myrta's name, nor is it in Ramon's name. It's in someone else's name. And their home is in someone else's name that's no longer alive and hasn't been alive for years. Felipe Romanos. According to public tax records. Check it out. Okay, check this out. Felipe Romanos. That's who owns the home. Charlie Chan Drive and Cary Grant Drive, the corner. This is where it all went down. But it's not Myrta, and it's not Ramon who owned the home. This is the homeowner, according to tax records. Felipe R. Romanos. But here's the thing, folks. Felipe is no longer alive. He hasn't been alive since 2019. Why is someone that is not alive still listed as the owner of the home according to tax records, public tax records? Now, who is Felipe? Because the home is in Felipe. It's not in Myrta. It's not in Ramon. That to me is fraud. Because Felipe is not alive anymore. He died in 2019. I'm going to show you in a bit. Also give you an obituary. Also giving you some insight about the Romanos family tree. Check it out. So this is a public obituary of Felipe R. Romanos of San Antonio. 1939 to 2019. What's going on here? First Sergeant Felipe R. Romanos was called home to be with the Lord on October 25th, 2019 at the age of 80.
Verdict Vantage wants to take a moment to commend JLR Investigates on his investigative work and say, thank you. What is your opinion? Do you think Myrta Romanos Preciado is involved in fraudulence? Verdict predicts, yes, and plenty of it. Let's keep watching.
He's preceded the death by his spouse, Myrta G. Ramones. Father, Felipe Roberto Ramones. Mother, Cecilia Aguilar Ramones. Son, Robert R. Ramones. Rudolph R. Ramones. Sister, Maria Ramones. Lopez Dolores Gomez. He is survived by his daughters, Patricia Ramones, Myrta Ramones. Sons, Anthony R. Ramones, Jacob P. Ramones. 5 great-grandchildren and 8 great-grandchildren. So was he the father of Myrta or the husband? It looks like probably the father, but who knows? Father or husband? But he seems like he's the one that owns the home where this crime took place, and he hasn't even been alive since 2019. Because it looks like his father had the same name, Felipe Roberto Ramones. So this guy looks like Felipe R. Ramones Jr. right here, who hasn't been around on this earth since 2019. Very, very interesting. Is some fraud going on? So on JLR Investigates, we like to dig in on people. And we're digging in on the Preciado and Romanos families. Why did this crime happen? How did it happen? Why did Savanah and Matthew go to this house? This house on Charlie Chan. And why is the house in the name of a guy that's no longer alive who's been dead since 2019? Are they trying to cheat taxes? Knowing the history of Myrta, according to the affidavit of probable cause, she lied to the police. And her past history of theft and her past history of not paying her taxes makes me think that they've been scheming for years. Also, she was leaving fake reviews on Yelp for their almighty air conditioning business. She was acting like she's a customer, acting like Ramon does good job and everything like that. A fake review. So it seems like a lot of fraudulent activity is going on when it comes to Myrta, Ramon, and probably Christopher too. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? Who are these 3 amigos? Who are they? Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. Digging in on them, wanted to share that information with all of you.
Please go give JLR Investigates a like and comment. Let him know Verdict Vantage sent you. Verdict thanks you. Now, with all that has already been uncovered, we must warn you, this is only the tip of the iceberg. If you found value in this video, and would like to follow this story, Verdict Vantage encourages you to consider subscribing to our channel. And, be sure to ring the notification bell to be notified when we break new updates.